It's crazy. I mean, they're advocating for more government. I just when the freaking attorney general said to the FBI, if parents oppose critical race theory, they are domestic terrorists. That I I feel like if there is a line in the sand, that was it, and they stepped past it. I mean, seriously, Martin Luther King would be turning in his grave if they found out that they're teaching that you have a different color skin than I do. Therefore, you should be treated differently. Oh my goodness!
Sorry. I know. I'm shocked. I'm shocked it came back because I didn't vote for Joe, so I didn't know when that was going to wear off. But thank you.
Did you like wake up one day and you were a different color?
Look, I woke up. My credit score was good. I had a good car. You know, the roads in my neighborhood weren't cracked up. And gosh dang it, not voting for Joe was the best thing I ever did. But no. Okay, all right. Back. Again, before I get too rescared with my commentary. Yeah, it's like the situation that we're dealing with, especially with individuals of my skin color that push these sort of narratives that talk about like racial division and, the Ibram X. Kennedy stuff where we need new discrimination. A lot of these people, we like to call them, especially in certain circles, new blacks. And what a new black is a person that's grew up in a coddled environment. So they're these suburban middle class type black kids.
Okay.
That have never actually had a real black experience. They didn't go to a majority black school. They didn't really understand what it was like to grow up in a neighborhood around black people. So then they go off and they get into college and they get taught this stuff that tells them like, hey, you're great for being black. And then they start integrating in all these racial identity groups, and these groups where, where they make you feel like I'm black and I'm proud and all this, which that's not really indicative of the real black experience. But then they take it to the next level.
Yeah.
They start projecting and, reading all of these books written by these think pieces.
White liberal people.
Equity. Yes. There you go. So again, they get to that point, and then it's like, now they're on Twitter talking greasy. It's like the real black people that live in black neighborhoods still, they're like, we don't rep with any of this. Again, black people are really, really conservative deep down. Like these liberal blacks that you see, it's so weird to see them because, again, if you were with them in person, which that goes back to what we were talking about, their energy is off. They don't move like we do. They can't speak the lingo. It's like if you were to talk to them, they would sound very forced. They would sound robotic. It would be scripted. They don't understand the history. Like you said, Martin Luther King would be rolling in his grave. And we're about to go back to segregation days. Because again, it's like black people understand what it's like when you got to drive to the white part of town, just to go shopping at the Publix or the Kroger. Or I guess back in the day, it was the Food Mart where you got to drive to the nice part of town to do that. Because again, your neighborhood is separate from their neighborhood, and there's an income disparity. Because again, you can't get good businesses because it's just not profitable. So black people, we don't want that. We want a society where, again, we can just patronize anybody that we want to. If I want to go to a white business, I should be able to go to a white business. I shouldn't have to go to this white racial block of this area. And then now I'm looking like the one chocolate chip on a sugar cookie, and I'm confused. Like that's weird, but that's what these people that have never been in that situation believe. That's what they think that black people want.
Yeah,
that's why we call them new blacks. Again, the black
I've never even heard that term before.
Oh, you got to visit Black Twitter, man. Black Twitter is awesome. That's like the best part of Twitter.
Is it?
So,
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, meritocracy, right? That's how I like to think. I want the best person for the job to be in that job, right? That's how it should be. Like the best supermarket, the best deli. I lived in Brooklyn. I would travel for blocks and blocks. I would skip like 7 delis to go to the one deli that I knew made the best sandwiches. You know what I mean? And meritocracy rules. That's how it should be. And now they're pushing like, oh, well, you should, and it's everywhere. It's in the construction industry. It's in all these different industries throughout America right now. It's just this push for, well, we should have a POC owned, minority owned, blah, 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 blah. Even though it might suck, we're actually worsening I mean, I'm not. If it happens to be that company and they get it because they're the best for the job, awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Sure, diversity should exist, but also we shouldn't throw meritocracy to the side. We shouldn't let that go.
Going to diversity,
right?
like,
That is the dumbing down of America.
Mm-hmm.
We're losing our strength by doing that, and they're trying. That's this whole equity.
That goes back to parenting.
Good point.
You learn strength from your father. You know, most of the times, if you only had a mother in your life, you learned comfort, you learned love and care. But it's a different kind of love than the love that you're going to get from the world. And a lot of these people haven't been, they haven't been fathered properly.
Right.
I'll put it like this, and this may be controversial, but it's like until you've had your butt whooped by a belt and then sat down in your room for a bit, and then your dad walks in and you're like, son, I didn't want to whoop you, but you got to understand, if I don't parent you, if I don't discipline you here, the world's gonna discipline you out there, and there ain't no redos, there's no second chances, there's no other tries until you've had that. You've understood the harshities of the world from your dad, and you've understood that's a different type of love.
Yeah.
You think that everything in the world should be soft. This should be candy cane, sunshine, and rainbows, and that's just going to lead you to create or try to create a utopia. And those people that would sell you that dream, those are those charismatic individuals with the EQ that understand that y'all over here looking like licks, so we gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sell you this. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be making money for my contractor buddies on the back end, or I'm gonna be gaining power and I'm gonna be buffing up my stock portfolio. Hi there, Pelosi. How's it going?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we're dealing with.
See, now there's going to be a huge portion of people out there that'll hear what you just said, and you're now a bigot. How dare you say that a single mother can't be a father to their child? I can't even say it with a straight face, but that's what they're thinking. It's like these women they're being told to be men, that these figures in movies and this whole movement to like make these strong masculine men, like that's not what a woman is. I mean, sorry, it's not. That's the man's place versus the woman's. Is what
I was about to say. Getting a woman that's trying to be a man is basically you're getting a second-rate man and a terrible woman all in one. So
because you can't do one. Do the one that and then and maintain. Humans have been around for those who don't know a long time, thousands of years, of years, right? And we should I don't know, maybe stick to some traditions that work.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? This actually. All right, I'm going to bring this up because normally when I do an interview, we just kind of rant, and this is I'm having a lot of fun. But this is so perfect and on point to our conversation. I can't believe how naturally we just got to this point. I am going to talk about the new Playboy cover. All right, I don't know how many people have seen this. Now, I asked you, you actually haven't seen this cover. So the new Playboy cover.
I bet it's sexy.
Oh my!
Oh, you're laughing. I'm not happy about that laugh.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show you the title first. Playboy releases October cover featuring a man. That's right, featuring a man. All right, so now I'm gonna be going over to the actual. This is the cover. All right, bam, there we go. This is the new cover of Playboy.
Come on. In the stream, we're done here. That's it. God, throw the population in the trash bin, bro.
All right. Sorry, everyone's eyeballs. I'm gonna get rid of this. Hold on, let me.
It's a Playboy though. That is a Playboy, if we're being honest.
Yeah, but
that is honest marketing.
Okay, in the traditional sense of the word, what a Playboy is, maybe, yes. But this is Playboy Magazine. It's for men who like to look at nude women, right? Nude women. I mean, that's tradition. And actually, I have a bunch of vintage Playboys that someone gave me that are from the 60s and 70s. It's pretty cool. They actually have a bunch of cool articles, and it's like an actual men's magazine with a bunch of naked women also in it. And they've kind of lessened the dumbing down of America, of course. Now it's just nudie mags. I haven't ever bought a Playboy magazine, and this is the state of it now. They're putting men on the cover. It is a man.
Aren't you glad you ain't got to break the addiction or be disappointed? Like, this in the Playboy I grew up with, darn it. Back in my day, we used to whack our jimmies to some good old women. What is it? Okay, all right, guys.
Do you call it a Jimmy? What?
Look, man, I'm over here. I'm trying not to get you banned. I'm doing you a favor.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, and after seeing this, I'm bringing it back. I got to bring it back. It's a man. I'm fairly certain he's gay. It's like bare chested. It's very clearly a man. I don't understand. There's Playgirl magazine. Isn't that where they put men? Wouldn't that make more sense that or because he likes men or is it or does he identify as a woman and that's what they're trying to do? I don't really understand, but of course CNN had to do an article about it. And just to let you know, this wasn't even the first man on Playboy. And I haven't been paying attention to Playboy much, whatever, only those vintage Playboys. I thought that was kind of cool, but it turns out they actually had another man on there. And here's their first one.
Yeah.
This is also a man, very clearly a man.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Breaking barriers. Let's see here. What do they say? He has powers because he thinks differently and has a vision of the future beyond what others see. Oh my goodness.
I really hope he does, because what I see is nothing good, man.
It's a man. Good, right? I don't understand. Like it.
That's a man.
That's a man. Yeah. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to push away their whole base, like their entire base, like all of them?
I just had a brain blast here, bro. I just had a brain blast. This is 69D chess. Okay.
Oh.
The creators of Playboy are actually staunch conservatives, and they said, you know what, we're tired of all of these yuppies in this company, so we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. It's like the Ryan Johnson, destroy destroy it, just get rid of it. So what they're doing is they're going to tank this down, and they're going to turn off everybody so the stocks go down, and we kill degeneracy altogether. Wanking will be a thing of the past. Let's fix this society. They're doing the Lord's work, God dang it. Hallelujah. So that's okay. Or
maybe we'll take it one step further. It's actually what is it? 80D chess, whatever. One further D. It's
too many D's.
It's feminists that are acting like conservatives to try to bring down Playboy because secretly they think that's part of the patriarchy and they want to bring down the patriarchy. And of course, Playboy Magazine, it's objectifying women. It's giving men something to spank their jimmies too. I'm sorry, I've never heard that phrase before, and it's really funny.
We have too many D's in this Playboy conversation. I am not afraid to tell you this, man. Like, we're getting to layers of strategy at the mind to not go to.